and oval when everything was in. So what I did was I painted like a frame about 6 inches from the outside edge, and then I had wild roses, which I said painted, but I drew it actually in pencil first. And then I drew wild roses all around this kind of a little narrow border that I did, about 6 inches in from the edge. And I made it so that when you took out one insert from the middle of the table, everything worked together as if it belonged. And when I took out all of them, everything worked together as if they belonged. So it was very flexible. It was beautiful. And I spent days and nights drawing it and then painting it and then finished the whole thing with a, it was a varathane, beautiful finish. And sanding and varathane and sanding so that it would just be flawless. And it really was. It was so gorgeous. And you know, the funny thing is that the color, the colors that I used were exactly the colors that are in these printables. And that may be why this speaks to me so much. But I loved that table. And I graciously left it with my ex-husband when I left. Actually, it wasn't gracious. I left it and was never permitted to have it. But at any rate, that's another thing. I might just edit that tidbit out because that wasn't necessary, was it now? Anyway, that's all water under the bridge. It's quite all right. And so this, I love this collection. And that was just a little story I wanted to tell you about the wild rose because that's our provincial flower. So here we go. I've painted these edges, so I get that beautiful pink that I want. And I have no idea what I'm going to do in this little space. So I'm going to stop, do a little bit of brainstorming, and come back. So this is going to go on the cover. I like that. Whoops, there we go. Oh, that was stuck. Gosh, if anything can go wrong, it will today. All right, seam binding, wrapped around the bottom edge. Put a little bow in it, and that's going to be part of what I'm going to do on the cover. Is that a cherry blossom? Aren't they just the most pretty things? Oh, I love cherry blossoms. I think above all flowers for embellishing. I'm just a little less, I'm a little more unruly than the I Am Roses roses, so I tend to want to mess them up a little bit. Go in and give it the treatment. Shabby it up a little bit. It was too perfect. And, well, perfect to everything uniform. Okay, sorry I was out of frame when I did that, but you can see what I've done. Almost looks like that pink elephant popcorn. I don't know if any of you remember that, but I was in the dollar store the other day and I saw a lady with a box of it and I just had to know where she found it because I haven't seen that stuff since I was a little girl. There. Isn't that pretty? And now it looks like it belongs. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but I see that it looks like it's part of the project. So I'm going to set this cover part aside for a few minutes because I want to go... Oh my gosh, I had it upside down. It's a good thing I didn't adhere it down. Yeah. Okay, now for the inside of this book. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, this envelope. How gorgeous is that? So you just score it on the edges, fold everything in, and you've got a beautiful envelope. So my intention is to just bind it in on one edge so that it would be able to flip like a page and open and have a little tag in it. But that's okay, I can still use it inside the book. I'll just have to adhere it to a little hinge or something that I put down. So where do I want it, you might say? Don't know yet. Not on that page, because that is the same, similar image, so I don't want it on the same, you know, same spot. Let's bring you closer here. So I'll go through. Well, this page is kind of, no, it's too similar as well. No. So, you know, it's just about whatever pleases you placement-wise. I may be running out of options. Oh, that's a perfume. That's perfume. So, do I have another one with perfume? Let's see. Well, this says postcards, so... oh, I know what I want to do. I'm going to put this on the inside of the book, right on the inside cover, because that way, then, whoever it belongs to, they can personalize it when I gift it to. And I will be gifting these, by the way, to people who are participating in my Pay It Forward challenge for Sandy Hook Elementary. Pay It Forward, I shouldn't call it a challenge, it's just a Pay It Forward. But I have over 20 people who've signed up to Pay It Forward. And if you don't know what a Pay It Forward is, it's just simply where you choose a cause, or maybe your cause is making your friends happy, and you, sometime in the year after you, by the way, I'm just inking the edges. I should do it here, but it's such a messy business. There we go. I'll just do it over the garbage can now. So the Pay It Forward challenge is just something that you commit to within the year of your commitment. You send something to the number of people that you have chosen for your Pay It Forward. Generally, it's 5 or so people. And I've done them before, but well, this time I saw my dear friend Carrie Schul's Pay It Forward, that I just had to jump on and say, yeah, I'll do it, and so did the same thing she did, essentially, which is in honor of the children at Sandy Hook Elementary. Some of these things that I'm going to make with this beautiful paper are going to go to those participants. So there you go. I've inked the edges and now it'll stand out and not kind of blend in. Which way to put it, I don't know. Grab a little bit of fast grab. There's 2 elements like this in this kit. One of them is this one, and it says Parisian Daydream on it. Can you see that? How beautiful that is? There. And the other one is this blank one that you can do what you want with. But you get the drift as to how to build this book, I think, now. And so I'll go ahead and embellish it, and then I'll come back and walk you through and just give you kind of a show and tell. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them here on YouTube, or you know, you can pop a question into my blog at northernlightscrafts.blogspot.ca, or my email, bobcat.west@yahoo.ca, and just ask away if you have any questions. If you have Skype, I am Kathy.childs.morrison on Skype. You can search me out, contact me. Just make sure in your request that you indicate what it's about. And let me see what else. Yeah, so you can just contact me, or on Facebook, Kathy Childs Morrison. Look me up, friend me, indicate in your request who you are and why. Anyways, and we can chat, and I can walk you through anything if you need some help. Okay,